the long box for the arm series facing front and the arm series facing back. And then we're going to do a quadruped series on the carriage, working our glutes, hamstrings, back chain of our body. So let's go ahead, check on our springs. I'm going to use 3 to 4 springs for my footwork. I'm going to go ahead, come down, lower myself. I'm going to place my feet in a Pilates V with my toes on. They're going to be apart. They're going to be on the foot bar. My heels are going to squeeze together, so I'm squeezing a dime between my heels. I'm going to track my knee over my big toe and my second toe, turning out my legs by rotating the femur bone in the socket. My sacrum will be flat. I'll have a slight curve in my low back between the sacrum and the ribs, which will all be relaxed or melted onto the mat. While I am relaxing my ribs, I'm going to inhale, exhale to bring my ribs together in the middle so they're not flaring. I'm going to have wide, flat shoulder blades and a wide, soft clavicle, collarbone, sternum area. Shake out your neck to release any tension. We're going to inhale as we push out, squeezing everything towards the midline, and exhale to release back into the bumper. We're going to push out, 2, 3, 4, 5, come in, 2, 3, 4, 5, here's 3, and in. Here's 4, squeezing, and in. 5 with a heavy sacrum, and in. Now we're going to speed up for the last 5, maintaining our neutral spine. 5, 4, equal in and out, down. So push out and in. 2 more, out and in. 1 more, out and in. We're going to bring our feet to a parallel position on our heels, squeezing our ankles, knees, and toes together to create one mega leg, tweezing our seat slightly, squeezing our glutes, pulling our toes back strongly towards our kneecaps. We're going to press out, straightening up, squeezing our glutes, dropping our lower abdominals. We're going to come back in, releasing our hip flexors as if we're sitting down in a chair. So push out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more quickly. Maintaining your neutral spine. Here's 5. 4, squeeze and release. 3, and release. Squeeze in the back, release in the front. 2, and 1. We're going to point and flex our feet real fast. Bring our feet out to the outsides of the foot bar in a turned out wide Pilates V position. This is going to be more like a squat. Shake out your neck. Squeeze as you push out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze in slightly here as if you're going to be able to pull everything towards the center, even though we're not going to do that. We're squeezing our inner thighs together as if they're going to meet. We still have a flat, heavy sacrum. We still have the curve in our lower back. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. Again, we are squeezing the glutes and hamstrings and releasing the hip flexor. Still moving slowly. 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Speed it up if you're able to for 5, or would like to. 4. Squeeze. 2, and zip. And 1, and in. When release, press your shins real fast. Bring your feet into the center. You're going to come onto a forced arch or high-heeled position where our ankles, knees, and toes are all squeezed together. We're going to push out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretching out long in our hip flexors and psoas. And we're going to come in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maintaining our neutral spine. Push out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming long. Bringing your sit and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, push out. And exhale. Dropping your lower abdominals, feeling a hollowed out feeling, and press out on the inhale. And exhale, dropping your lower abdominals down, bringing ribs together. 5 more quickly. Here's 5. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. Release your hip flexors. Here's 3. And release. 2. Shake out your neck. And on the last one, stay out. We're going to drop our left heel under first, bending our right knee. Raise your left heel, straighten your right knee. Bend your left knee, drop your right heel. Come back up to the center. Drop your left and lift. Drop right and lift. If you are able to maintain a flat, heavy sacrum here without rocking or tilting, and you can maintain a super stable neutral spine, you may go ahead and speed up. You may speed up more. 8. Still dropping your abdominals. With control, no bouncing. Staying at the top. Squeeze everything together. We're going to lower heels under for 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. No bouncing. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. Stretching your calves. And when you lift, feel the lift in your abdominals pulling up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now still maintaining a super stable neutral spine. Lower and lift a little bit more quickly without a bounce. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay under. Begin to bend your knees over the foot bar, leaving your heels under the foot bar for as long as you can. We're going to go ahead and sit up. Come to the side. We're going to move on to supine arms, curl-ups, and hundreds. We're going to use the same spring tension for all of those. I use two lighter springs, well, 1 medium spring and 1 light spring for this personally. So, come back down. Ooh, pardon me real fast. I have to change over my straps. And put our foot straps on for a little later. Come back out of line. Take my straps in my hands, raise them up to the ceiling so they're not crossed. I'm going to raise up my right knee to tabletop and my left. Find my neutral spine. My arms will be parallel. My shoulders will be plugged or flat on the mat. I'm going to inhale. Exhale to bring my arms down to my hips. Driving down from my pinky blade edge with more pressure there so that I can engage my lats and come back up. The focus is on maintaining the neutral spine, engaging the lats, not letting your ribs flare. Drop your belly button. And up. Bring your arms out to a V. Spiral up slightly to your pinky edge position. Push from that pinky edge to bring your pinky edge down to your hips first. And release. Bring your pinky blade edge down. And release. One more. Exhale. And release. Bring your arms out to a T. Palms facing the foot bar. Spiral out slightly to your pinky blade edge again. We're going to exhale. Drawing our hands, our palms to our hips, and release. As you release, pull your shoulders further down your back, further away from your ears. Exhale. And release. One more. Exhale. And release. We're going to bring our legs down, shake them out real fast, shimmy away from the shoulder blocks, come back up into tabletop, arms parallel, palms facing away from you for curl-ups. Inhale, exhale to curl up, bringing your ribs to your hips, and release. Bring your ribs to your hips, drop your belly button, wide collarbone, This next one, we're going to stay up for the hundreds. Bring your feet up to working level. Begin pumping for inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale as if you're fogging a mirror. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tweeze your seat. Drop your belly button or hollow out your abdominals on the exhale. Widen your collarbone. Curl up over your sternum. Shake out your neck. Squeeze your legs together strongly, whether they're turned down the Pilates feet or in parallel. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Curl a little deeper. Come into tabletop. Lift your arms up. Lower your head, neck, and shoulder. Bring your legs down. Shake them from side to side. We're going to go ahead and put our hand straps on the post. We're going to go ahead and stand up. We're going to go ahead and get our long box. Place our long box on. In the center, I am going to go ahead and change my spring tension to 1 heavier spring or 1 medium spring. I'm going to carefully sit on the box because I have lowered the weight. I'm going to come so that I'm in a 90-90 position. I have a 90-degree position from my torso to my hips and a 90-degree from my knees to my thighs. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab my straps, bring my ribs down. Don't grab them and flare your ribs out by curling your back. We want a neutral spine here as well. I'm going to bring my arms up so that they're coming directly out of my shoulder sockets, not up higher, maybe down a little bit lower so we can engage our lats, but no higher than shoulder height. I'm going to go ahead, palms up to the ceiling, fingers wrapped around the handle. I'm going to pull my fist into my shoulders and release and pull. We're trying to initiate the pull from our abdominals while we knit our ribs and engage our lats. 5, 6. Leave your hands shoulder width or a little, or maybe slightly further apart, but not really. But we are attempting to not round our shoulders in as we do this exercise. Our shoulder blades should be flat down our back and not rounding in like this to get the exercise done. Don't flare your ribs, shoulders flat down our back, neutral spine. From here, we're going to go ahead and go into rowing. We're going to do a couple variations of rowing. The first one, our hands will be straight out in front of us, coming down at an angle more, because we're going to pull them in, and when we pull them in, we want them to come to our waist and pull out. And pull in, squeezing our shoulder blades together, and out. Shoulders down now. And 3. Here's 4. Initiate the movement from your abdominals. And pull. Exhale. Drop the belly button and pull. Here's 9. And 10. From there, we're going to cross our handles, bring our arms up to shoulder height or a little lower, and we're going to row wide, leaving our elbows and arms perpendicular to the ground, and release, and exhale. The movement is still coming from our abdominals. We are not popping our ribs or flaring them when we pull back like this. We're leaving them tucked in the whole time. Here's 4. Engaging our lats. 5, 6, 7. Here's 8. Neutral spine. 9. Sitting directly on our sits bones. And here is 10. Uncross your straps. Take your hands Wrap your fingers around the handle, lean forward at a diagonal, squeezing your biceps into your sides. We are going to do tricep press backs. Tuck your belly in. Don't flare your ribs. Don't poo bear and let your tummy stick out the front. We still want to make sure we have an engagement in our lower abdominals. We're going to press back and release, leaving our biceps in the same place. Here's 2. Shoulders away from your ears. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're not flaring your ribs. Initiate the movement from your abdominals. So exhale. Now move your arms. And inhale back. And exhale. Bring your arms back and bring them forward. Stack your spine to straight up. We are going to take our straps in one hand. Carefully turn around on our box so that we're facing the front. Make sure our straps are not twisted. We are going to come back into the same position where we have a 90-degree angle from our body to our thighs and from our calves to our thighs. We're going to bring our hands palms up, elbows back, blades squeeze together, ribs coming together as if you're wearing a corset, palms up to the ceiling. We are going to bring our arms out in front of us as if we're serving a platter and pull them back in without moving our torso or our ribs. The movement is coming from our abdominals. If you feel your shoulders start to creep, stop the movement where your 12th rib comes into your sternum or your bra strap. See how much of the movement you can put into your lats. On the exhale, as you push your arms out, how close can you bring your ribs together? How tight can you make your corset? Here's 8. Here's 9. And here's 10. From there, we're going to take our arms into our periphery, slightly in front of us, and we're going to act as if we're hugging a giant beach ball. We're going to exhale. Bring our ribs together, drop our belly button back, bring our fingertips so they're touching in the middle, release back out. Don't come back past your shoulder. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, drawing in from the lats, and inhale. Your fingertips should be touching in front of the bottom of your sternum, where your 12th rib meets your sternum. Exhale with your arms wide. Now inhale to bring your arms together, and exhale wide. Bringing your ribs closer together. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders down. Inhale. Belly button to spine. Inhale. Exhale. One more. From here, we're going to drop our arms. We're going to shake them out. We're going to move into what we call salute. For salute, we're going to come to the center with our fingertips touching. In the center, to keep our shoulder blades down and engage our lats, we're going to come right here, as opposed to right here, which is more classical. We're going to be working from here today, so we can stay in contact with our lats the whole time. We'll be extending our arms straight from the elbow and bending at the elbow to bring back. Extend straight and bend. The lat engagement should be present the entire time. Our tummy should stay up and in with our abdominals. Our ribs will be together and our shoulders will be down our back. We'll have a loose neck. So we're going to come forward, touch our fingertips together in the middle, lean forward on a diagonal. We're going to extend our arms to where the wall and the ceiling meet and bend at the elbows to bring it back. Here's 2. With control. 3. Check on your ribs. Can you bring them together a little tighter? What about your lower abdominals? As you exhale, can you bring them a little closer into your spine? Shake out your neck. One more. Your hands down to your hips. We're going to do a few arm circles. You want your arms slightly in front of your hips. We're going to bring them up to the sides and down. And up through the center, to the sides, and down. All with control. Maintain connection in your lats. Here's 3. Belly button to spine. 4. Bring your ribs together the whole time with no flaring. This will be our last one in this direction, number 5. Stop when your hands are down by slightly in front of your hips, and bring your arms out wide to the outside and down to the center. Wide to the outside, drawing your belly button in, down through the center. Here's 3. Here's 4. 1 more. How tight can you make your ribs? And 5. Go ahead and peg your straps. We're going to go ahead and draw our right arm across our body, bringing our shoulder down, pulling our arm back with our left arm. We're going to, if you don't have any shoulder problems, if you do, please don't do this exercise. Reach your right hand behind your head, reach back with your left hand, grab your right elbow and pull it towards you. You may do a slight bend to your left, and release all the way down your side. Sit up, release your arm. Take your left arm, pull it across your body without bringing your shoulder up. Use your right arm to pull your left arm a little further. Bring your left arm up behind your head. Take your right hand, reach for your left elbow. Bend to the right side, pulling your elbow slightly. Sit up. Go ahead and release your elbow. We're going to go ahead and come off. With control, carefully. We are going to move our box off of the carriage. From here, we're going to be doing the quadruped series. 1 spring, 1 medium, or 1 heavy spring should be enough. Most likely, 1 medium spring will be the best option because what we're working on here is maintaining the box of our body in the quadruped position, making sure that our shoulders stay in line with our hips. We're drawing up and in right here. We're bringing our ribs together, and we're leaving our shoulders down our back. So, to get in the quadruped position, we're going to place one hand around the shoulder block like this. I'm doing it this way since this is my closest side. Then the other one. I'm going to place one knee on, and then the other knee on. If you notice, I went ahead and I dropped my foot bar for this. I'm going to place equal weight on my hands and my knees. I'm going to be kind to my spine, not crank my neck up or pull it down to my chin. I'm going to have a neutral spine, shoulders down the back, spiraling out slightly to my pinky blade edge to engage my lats. I'm going to hover my right knee off of the carriage. I'm going to release it. I'm going to hover my left. Try not to move your body and release. Hover right and release. Left and release. Dropping my belly button to my spine, or drawing my belly button up to my spine from here. One more on each side, and hovering it just slightly. Just trying to maintain the box of my belly without me shifting. Okay, let's go ahead and sit back on our heels real fast. We are going to take our handles off, place our foot straps on, unless you have double loops. Place my hands around my shoulder blocks, come back into the quadruped position with control. I'm going to take my right strap, pull it back, place it on my foot. Don't crank your knee. Okay, I'm going to hover my right knee like we were just practicing. I'm going to bring my foot up at a 90 degree from my calf to my thigh. I'm going to release it back down. And bring it out, squeezing my glute. And down. Here's 3. And release. 4. And release. 5. Release. Try your belly bend your spine. 6. Engage your lats. 7. And 8. At the this time, stay up there at this time, my rope is underneath my underarm. If this bothers you, you may move your rope to the outside of your shoulder. To do that, please come back down, place both knees down, and come right here. From here, it is going to rub the outside of your shoulder. We're going to pulse our foot to the ceiling without dropping our lower back and losing our neutral spine. We're going to do it by squeezing our glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, we're going to turn our foot out so it's perpendicular as we bring it towards our shoulder. Then we're going to push back through our heel with energy, driving our foot behind us. Come back. And without losing the box of your body. Here's 2. And 3. Push with your glute and your hamstring. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Turn your foot so it faces down, but in planted position so both your feet are parallel. Drop your foot to the outside of the wood till it lines up with your hip, and bring your foot back behind you in a straight leg. Here's 2. Exhale. Here's 3. Belly button to your spine, ribs together, shoulders down your back. 5, 6, 7. Stop your leg when it gets to your hip at the side. And 8. Go ahead and bend your knee to bring it back down. Come forward slightly so you can pull your strap to safely take the strap off your foot. Come down into a child's pose position with your hands reaching wide to the outside of the wood. Take a couple of deep breaths here. We're going to come back up into the quadruped position on our carriage with our hands on either side of our shoulder block. Take your left strap now, pull it back. Help find your foot. Don't crank your knee to hurt yourself. Your strap can be on either side, underneath your arm right now, or on the outside. If it's on the outside, you don't have to switch it partway through. Hover your left knee off. Now, bring your left heel to the ceiling so you're at a 90 degree with your calf and your thigh, and come back down. The series is very difficult too. It's difficult to maintain your body. 3.
Yes.
4. 5. 6. 7. On 8, you're going to stay up there. You're going to stand your entire foot onto the ceiling with pulses from your glute for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your belly button to your spine, bring your ribs together, turn your foot perpendicular as you bring your knee up to your shoulder and straighten. We're not crunching towards our knee. We're maintaining the box of our body the whole time. And straighten. Here's 2. Push through your glute and hamstring. Or 3, I'm sorry. Here's 4. 5. 6. Check on your shoulders and your hips. Are they still maintaining the box of your body? And 1 more for 8. Point your foot, bring it parallel with your other foot. Slide your foot on the outside until your hip lines up, your foot lines up with your hip. Squeeze your glute and hamstring to bring it back behind you. And 2. Squeeze. Here's 3. And squeeze. Here's 4. And 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. butt is in. Bring your knee back down to meet your right knee. Pull the strap towards you to safely release your foot without cranking your knee. Come slowly in and controlling my descent back to the bumper with my hand on the outside of the wood. You couldn't see because I was using my left hand. We're going to go ahead, come into a child's pose position with our hands wide on the wood again for a little break. You guys deserved it. Take a couple deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and come back up. We're going to bring our bar back up to the middle position. I use 2 heavy springs for feet and straps. You can use 2 springs. You can use a heavy spring and a medium spring. Go ahead and come back down, lying on your back. Push out with your right foot. Bring your left foot into the strap. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee and bring your foot into the strap. Go ahead and bring your feet into frog. Shimmy away from the shoulder blocks. Check on your neutral spine. Make sure you're not tucking your tailbone and imprinting your lower back into the mat. You still have that slight curve where you're going to inhale to press our legs out, squeezing together the midline, flexing our feet, and exhale. Bring our legs together, dropping your belly button and come back in. Inhale and exhale. Here's 3. Here's 4. Shake out your neck. 5. Disassociate the movement of your legs from your body. Your legs should be moving independently of anything moving in your torso. You should be stable with a neutral spine. We are going to go ahead, press our feet straight up to the ceiling. Parallel our legs. We're going to lower our feet down to working level and bring them back up with control. So go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that you get the rhythm, check on your collarbone, your sternum area. Is it wide and soft? Are your shoulder blades flat on the mat? Bring your ribs together so they're not flaring. Drop your lower abdominals to the spine. Have a heavy sacrum, a neutral curve. Pull your ribs on. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings and inner thighs to bring your legs down and release your hip flexors to bring it up. Let's do one more and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees up to the ceiling. If you can only come up to here, it's perfectly fine. But straight legs, we're going to open in a turn-out position and flex to bring our feet together. Point to open and flex to close. Point to open and flex, using our inner thighs and glutes to close our legs. Don't imprint your lower spine on the mat. Make sure that you're maintaining a neutral spine. You're maintaining some resistance in your straps and springs. 6. Here's 7. And 8. We're going to be doing leg circles. The width of the reformer. We're going to keep them in our abdominals, moving our legs from our abdominals like we've been working on this entire routine. Inhale to open your legs, swing them around, and exhale, dropping your spine to bring your legs back up to the starting position. Inhale, squeeze together with your inner thighs and glutes, and exhale up. Inhale, and exhale. Last one in this direction, maintaining a neutral spine, and back up. We're going to reverse, so inhale your legs down, and exhale around to come back up. You may work in a parallel position or in a Pilates V position for this exercise. I prefer to work in a Pilates V. If you're going to work from here, Make sure that you're turning out your femur and your hip flexor the entire time. If you're working in a parallel, make sure you're staying in the parallel the entire time. Let's do one more in this direction. From here, we're going to go ahead and do the ballet stretches. So I'm going to go ahead and work on my left leg first. So I'm going to take my right foot out of the strap and place it on the foot bar. I'm going to peg my right strap. I'm going to straighten my right leg, flexing my heel under the foot bar for a nice calf stretch to begin, and then I'm going to bend my right knee. I do not need to hold on to the strap for this. I'm going to bend my right knee as far as I can with a neutral spine and a flat sacrum and a straight leg. Your leg needs to stay straight for this exercise to be beneficial, or the most beneficial. Take a couple breaths. See if you can come in a little deeper. Go ahead and straighten your right leg. Bring your right hand up to grab the metal. Pull your leg across the midline of your body. Keep your leg straight on the foot bar. Go ahead and bring your left arm out to the side and look over at it for a slight cervical twist. Can you pull a little stronger? Come back up to the center. Turn out both of your feet, even the one on the foot bar. Bring your foot out to the side. Hold on to the metal and begin to bend your knee, tracking your knee over your big toe and your second toe to pull your leg up to the side. If you can come in all the way to the bumper, go ahead and pull your leg a little bit closer to your ear. Go ahead and press back out with your right foot. Release your left foot from the strap. Come back in. Peg your left foot strap. Bring your right foot strap up. Place it around your foot after you press out with your left foot. Go ahead and have your feet parallel in this position, neutral spine. Release your strap. Go ahead and start to bend your left knee slowly. Bringing your right foot under your underarm. Straight leg, guys. Bring your ribs together. Make sure you're not in front of your spine. Completely straight leg. Go ahead and press out with your left leg. Take the strap in your left hand. Pull your foot across your body. Lifting your right hip, leaving all of your ribs on. Bring your right arm out to a T. Look over at your right hand. Breathe into the IT band stretch. Bring everything back up to the center. Turn out both feet. Hold on to the metal. Bend your left knee to pull your right foot on the outside up to your ear. Give your leg another little tug if you can make it all the way into the bumper for some additional stretch. Neutral spine again. Take a couple deep breaths. Go ahead and straighten your left leg. Release your right foot from the foot strap and come back into the bumper. We're going to take our left foot at above the ankle but below the calf, place it over our right knee. Go ahead and grab behind your knee or in front of your knee by threading your left hand through your bent knee, your bent left knee, and go ahead and breathe into this hip flexor stretch for a moment. Go ahead and release your hands. Let your right foot find the foot bar. Release your left foot to find the foot bar. Bend your right knee, placing your right leg at above the ankle, below the calf, across your left knee. Thread your right arm through your bent right knee between that and your left leg. Grab behind your knee or in front of your knee if you can maintain a neutral spine And breathe into this hip flexor stretch. Go ahead and release your hands. Find the foot bar with your left foot. Find the foot bar with your right foot. Come up to sitting. We're going to face the side. We're going to drop our springs to one medium or one heavier spring for mermaid. Okay, classical mermaid stacks your shins up with the shoulder blocks. If this bothers you or you do not like this position, please feel free to take your bottom leg, which would be the leg that would be closest to the foot bar. For me, that is my right leg at this time. Make it parallel with the side of your reformer. If this still bothers your knees, please go ahead and leave your right knee in the front and cross your feet crisscross applesauce. I'm going to do the exercise from the classical position. I'm going to place my hand slightly in front of my shoulder in my periphery. I'm going to place my other hand across my shoulder block. I'm going to bend my elbow into my body. My elbow will be pointing towards my hip. I'm going to come down into mermaid by straightening my elbow and reaching over across the foot bar. To come back up, I'm going to initiate the movement by bending my elbow, squeezing my obliques on the left side, grabbing my post or my shoulder block to pull the opposite way towards my uprights. I'm going to sit back up, place my hand on the foot bar, bend my elbow, straighten it to reach across the foot bar. Without flaring my ribs, drawing my belly button, and I'm going to bend my elbow and drawing my shoulder down my back, using my obliques to sit up and reaching in to the well. Come back up, place your hand on the foot bar, straighten your elbow, bend across the foot bar, rotate to face your springs. Place your left hand on the foot bar, move your right hand to the outside of the foot bar. We're going to do 3 swans in this position. We're going to pull up and press back down. My right elbow is slightly bent. Yours may not have to be. I am drawing my belly button into my spine. My left elbow is completely straight, and I am trying to maintain my right elbow as straight as I can while leaving my shoulder down my back. Press back out. Bring your right hand to the starting position. Bring your left hand off, reaching over the foot bar. Bend your elbow into your side. Use your obliques to sit up and reach over into the well for one more side bend. Sitting up, we're going to come carefully off of the reformer and go to the other side. We're going to sit back down. Again, on this side, we can do the mermaid in the classical position. We can do it in a figure 4 position where I will take now my left leg, which is my leg closest to the foot bar, and bring my shin so it is parallel with the outside of my reformer, or I can sit in a crisscross applesauce position where my left leg will be in the front now, so that way I can work both sides. I'm going to work in the classical position again. I'm going to place my hand on the foot bar, slightly in front of my shoulder so it is in my periphery. My right hand is going to be on the shoulder block or the post. I'm going to bend my elbow into my side, reaching for my hip. I'm going to come across and down, reaching out by straightening my elbow, driving my shoulder down my back, and reaching across the foot bar with my right hand. I'm going to bend my elbow, drawing my shoulder blade down my back, using my right obliques to sit up and pull across, reaching for my uprights or into the well. I'm going to sit up, place my left hand on the foot bar, bending my elbow, straighten my elbow to reach over across the foot bar with my right hand. I'm going to bend my left elbow, drawing my shoulder down my back, sitting up by squeezing my obliques, and pulling over into the well. One more. This is when we'll be doing the swan, the modified swan. Place your arm down. Straighten your elbow first to push out, engaging your lats. Reach across the foot bar with your right hand. Rotate to look at your springs. Place your right hand on the outside of your foot bar and reach your left hand to the outside of the other side of your foot bar. We're going to go ahead and pull up with as straight as arms as possible. drawing our shoulders down our back and pressing back out. We're going to articulate up and press back out. One more. Press back out, belly button to spine, ribs together, shoulders down your back. You're going to take your left hand, place it in the starting position, slightly in your periphery. Take your right hand up, rotate your spine so that you're facing the side of your femur. Bend your elbow in, drawing your shoulder down your spine. Use your right obliques to sit up and pull across into the wall for one more stretch. Go ahead and sit up. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the routine. If you have any questions about any of the positions or about where you should be feeling your body, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much.